Hey, listeners, this is Dilla and Dougie Experience. Welcome to our first episode. We will be discussing a lot of things, especially things that are involving societal changes, current situations, past finance, social justices, and also how to live a happier life. And we're going to try to touch on every basis, and then we want you guys to participate with us and become entangled with our conversation. And we would like to hear back from you guys. What do you think about our podcast and our pilot, and anything that you guys will recommend us to be talking in the coming future episodes? Anybody you would like us to have here as a guest, we're more than welcome to welcome you guys to listen to those things. All right. First and foremost, we have advice for our listeners. And before that, I would like to introduce my co-host, Dougie. Dougie, come in.
Hey, how you guys doing, man? My name is Stevenson Goda, or you can just call me Dougie. We've been trying to get this podcast going for a minute. Finally got it going. We are so excited, so happy, and we hope you guys enjoy the ride, We're going to be getting into a lot of stuff. I mean, all the nitty-gritty stuff, all the controversial stuff as well. So you don't want to miss a single beat.
Controversial.
Oh, yeah.
Controversial indeed. We got some juicy stuff coming up, man. I don't know how they're going to handle this, man. We got to call these guys and have them on a podcast because we want to get their side of the story. Because, I've read some stuff on the news. We're going to be talking about the recent situation that happened with SFU alumni Coyote. Man, that stuff is pretty crazy. We're gonna have Coyote come over here, be part of our conversation, and so he could tell us his side of the story. Because we only know so much. The government never tells us the truth because it's here to protect us, right?
Yeah. Without further ado, let's get into that.
So, we're going to get onto this. There's actually 13 of them. And I can add some more into it, depending on how much time we have. I got my sound engineer here telling me that I have to stick to the time because I like to get off topic. Bear with me. All right. First and foremost, we want to share a lot of things with you today, but we want to start with advice to our listeners. A lot of our listeners, man, everybody wants to become somebody. Everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants to live a happier life. But most of the time, we don't have a strategy how to achieve those things. We tend to ask the wrong people the right questions. You know what I mean? And we have to stop that, and we have to change our behavior. So today we're going to talk about why people don't become wealthy or rich. And if it resonates with you, share with us. Comment down below. Let us know how this resonates with your life, and if there's anything you would like us to touch on, let us know. Like, we're here for you guys. We're not recording this to have you guys not share with us your experience, right? Most of us, some are personal, some are what other people have experienced, some from our old listeners. So do us a favor, please comment on anything that you think resonates with you and how you solved it, or how you think we can advise our listeners to get away from that situation and change their life. Because I don't believe anybody's here to be broke. I don't think you wake up in the morning, go to the office, go to the job, go to the warehouse. Doesn't matter where you are. Go to the work site, construction workers, everybody. You going there to make money, right? Anybody can make money. The only problem is can you retain that wealth? Right? So we're going to be discussing a lot of things why people don't become rich or have ability to retain wealth. So the reason number one, you don't like rich people. Most people don't like wealthy people.
That's definitely a fact.
You know what I mean?
I mean, whether or not you choose to agree or to disagree with that, that's totally true.
Yeah, most people, man, don't like wealthy people. Imagine you see a lot of wealthy people driving around nice cars or have a big house, especially Africans, man. We see them. We don't congratulate. Like, this guy must have stolen some money. And we, instead of us asking, oh man, this guy did well, man. I don't know how he did it. Let me talk to him and let me ask him how he got this whole situation going on. But instead, we condemn wealthy. You know, like, we don't like wealthy people. So again, you cannot become what you hate. Period. That's rule number one. If you don't like rich people, wealthy people, you're not gonna become what you hate. It's impossible. So you should fall in love with these guys, get inspired by them instead of hating them. When you see them in the streets, you know, appreciate the hard work they put behind. I don't know how they got their money, but, you know, go have a sit down with them and see how that's going to work out for your side. So,
yeah, and the second one, I think, is you think rich people are special. No, they're completely opposite.
No, they're not.
Most of them went through the roughest times of their life trying to move away from poverty.
Yeah, man. So a lot of people do not understand, and they think rich people are special. No, they're not special, man. They're not special. It's the only difference is they spend more time doing the same thing they do over and over. They become really good at it, and then it ends up working out for them in the end. I guarantee you, anybody that's been doing the same thing over and over and over, they can do it over their sleep. That's why it's very difficult for somebody who's not used to having money, getting money, going broke, and then have the inability to make money again. So if you've done it once, you can do it again.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean? And top number 3 here, you don't spend enough time learning. Like, go on your history on your YouTube or IG, or who you listen to, or what you listen to the most recently watched videos on YouTube, all the podcasts. Most people don't read. They don't spend enough time learning new things. We like to complain, we like to blame, but whatever you're complaining about, there's somebody that's making money out of it. So they're better than you at what they do, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Dougie?
Oh yeah, I think we spend most of our time on the bullshit, you know, because we all know social media can be a drug at sometimes. And I mean, if you look at your screen time and look at the apps you've been paying a lot of attention to for the last, week or so.
Yo, by the way, if you got an iPhone, it tells you how much time you spend on each app. So go back there and check. I mean, it's there. The history is there. The good thing, computers don't lie. Unless it's designed by a Nigerian. Jokes aside, I'm just playing, guys. But again, numbers don't lie. Go back, check what you spend most of your time on, and switch it up. Spend most of the time on things you can make money off. You can get entertained. I mean, entertainment is good, but entertainment don't pay bills unless you work for Hollywood companies, man. Or you're in the movies, you're in the entertainment industry. Yeah. What do you call it? Master your craft. Is that what they say? You have to become the master at what do you do? Master your craft. What do you think, Dougie?
Yeah, I guess that's really true. A lot of people just tend to spend most of their time being entertained instead of trying to gain new information. I guess that's why Hollywood makes a lot of money. Yeah,
big time. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy to even think that people would rather be entertained for the pleasure of it than going out there and trying to make money out of it. I mean, a lot of people don't share a lot of, they say, the statistics say, people share more memes than useful information.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy, man?
That's unbelievable.
It's insane. And then we complain we are not making money. Hell yeah, you're not going to make money. What do you think? So, and then you're going to end up hating the people that do. So, I grew up with this guy, man. I know this guy. This guy was super lazy back in high school.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, the dude is driving on a G-Wagon. And then you out there saying, there's no way. This guy must have been a thief. I was smarter than him. Nah, man. The guy just changed his lifestyle. He changed where he spent most of his time at. And then the beautiful things in life happen. When you change your environment, when you change your surroundings, a lot of these BS, a lot of this bullshit, as Doug like to say, gets away, man. Change your environment. You got crazy friends, change them. You got good friends. Yo, listen, be around people that inspire you. Be around people that inspire you.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't have, a circle of people or a group of friends that are not really pushing your boundaries or pushing you forward, I feel like you need to change the group of people you hang around, because if they're not, helping you in any way, shape, or form, then what is the point of having that friendship at the end of the day?
Yeah, I mean, another thing, number 5, a lot of people spend most of their money on entertainment. They never, now you're young. Spend time to secure your future, not your present. Your present is already, you're living in it. Try to secure your future. And if you can secure your future, I mean, everything will change with you. And imagine this, look at somebody that in your family, your dad, your mom, your aunt, are they having money problems? If they do, ask them. You saw them, you live with them. And you saw them struggle, and do they still go to work at the age of 55 and 60? But if you live the same lifestyle they lived, trust me, man, you're going to be working for money until you die. I want to retire when I'm 55. Like, completely retire from working. Completely retire from working, man. Another thing, man. There is no nobility in poverty. Number 6. Nobody has got a noble piece of what do you call that? Nobel piece of prize. What do you call that? Nobel piece of prize, whatever for being poor. No, man. There's no nobility in poverty. The guy in the Wolf of Wall Street said it. There is no nobility in poverty. I'm repeating that again. There is no nobility in poverty.
Mm-hmm.
Why would any self-respecting human being be okay with being broke? I mean, so stop this narrative where you have to be poor or just live above poverty lines in order to be good standing with the peers or community or the society around you. Forget about that, man. Because if you're broke, we're going to talk about you. If you make money, we're going to talk about you. So you better be talked when you're making money. Because if you're poor and they talk about you, man, that depression hits different. That depression hits different. I'm telling you, man. Trust me. I would rather cry in a Bentley Continental GT V12 than me crying at a bus stop in this Vancouver weather. Man, come on, man. It hits different. I'm telling you. Trust me. You don't wish that on your worst enemies. That's Number crazy. 7. Stop listening, asking advice from people who are not on your level.
Mm-hmm. With that being said, I think we should segue to the issue that happened recently. I'm not really sure if you guys are watching the news or reading, the news or anything, but there's been an incident at SFU a few days ago where an SFU alumni was arrested for some issues that happened. We're not really sure what the issue was that happened, but he was pepper sprayed, I believe, and just forcefully just arrested at SFU. I mean, from, the information that I've seen on the article and on the videos that have been circling around, it looks like he wasn't really causing any issues. I mean, at least for what I've seen there, because he clearly paid for the meal that he had. And the campus security was like, there's no issues here, and they still called the cops for him. That didn't make any sense to me. It genuinely didn't make any sense at all for me. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about that?
Man, I saw the video. I don't know the whole situation. I know homeboy on a first name basis. I know him in person. He's a good friend. I've known him for years, and at least 5 years or so. But man, what happened to him, he doesn't deserve any part of it. And I don't think he's the type of dude that will be getting involved in the fighting with cops and stuff. He's a rebellious person. Has a rebellious personality. Has a big personality, but he's not a harm-causing kind of person. And the fact that what happened and I'm speaking only from what I have seen on the social media, on Instagram, from Black Vancouver. By the way, big up to Black Vancouver, man. You have to go follow that the page. Black Vancouver is a page to discuss a lot of social justice and some funny stuff and some nitty gritty stuff. They'd like to dive into the stories and history. But man, it's on their page. If you go out there, I think they posted it sometime yesterday, and it's insane. It's insane. And I don't know. Like these police officers in universities should learn to de-escalate. And by the way, man, we need these police officers to be wearing body cams. What happened to that, Dougie? What do you think?
I don't know. I think the campus security officers should be held accountable. I don't know, because I think there was no need for the RCMP to be called there at any point in time. And I believe he showed them his ID that he used to be a student there, but they still call the cops. So I'm just in disbelief that they still call the cops on him, even though he showed them his student ID, that he went to SFU in the past. It's just unbelievable. Like if you're a black student right now at SFU, I don't know how would you how would you feel knowing that this happened a few days ago? Like at any point in time when you see the campus security guard or any type of security on campus, you just you might just be scared that anything might happen, or they might call the cops on you. It's just unbelievable. They need to figure this shit out, find out what was the reason for calling the cops, and they should just reimburse. I don't know how they'll reimburse him, but they need to reimburse him in some way, shape, or form, because this is just unjust, in my opinion.
Did you see the statement that the RCMP gave out?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it. They said they can't really give much information concerning the issue. I believe they're probably doing what you would call a investigation, and I'm not sure how long the investigation is going to take. But I mean, statements from witnesses and the police have been totally different. Some witnesses said that allegedly there was no, he didn't really cause any, big issue, but the cops said otherwise. So it's just confusing.
Because the thing about the police officers, you have to understand, these guys, the relationship between the police officers and the community has changed from its original mandate. They're here to protect and serve, right? But they're doing a lot of abuse, man. A lot of abuse. And the fact that, by the way, man, you cannot individually sue the police officer.
Are you serious? Like here in
in BC, yeah. So they have this.
Is it only BC or is it the whole Canada?
I don't know. I've never looked into outside of BC, but for Vancouver, VPD, for Vancouver police, it's the most difficult thing, man. You cannot sue these guys. By the way, there's this place. It's an organization. I think it's called the OPCC, Office of Police Complaint Commissioner.
Okay.
And man, listen. So these guys are basically just glorified secretaries for the for the VPD.
Okay.
You know how they say they have independent body that investigates?
Yeah.
So if you report to the OPCC,
okay,
they take your statement and then they send it back to VPD. And then VPD officers investigate an allegation of another VPD officer. So if you report to the OPCC, they're just taking your statement down.
And what's the OPPC?
It's Office of Police Complaint Commissioner. So this is where all the police complaints go to. And if you look at their beautiful website, it looks nice. But you have to understand, if you ever report to these guys,
Mm-hmm.
they will send you back to the oppressors for them to investigate one of their own. It's like me committing a crime and then having my mom become the judge or the detective, or my brother to become a detective. What kind of problems you think you're gonna find me in? Chances are very few. That's why we don't see a lot of police officers going to jail. There's charges and they get these paid leaves, man. It's insane. So if a police officer commits a crime and he's being investigated, gets to go home with the pay. Mm-hmm. Gets paid to stay at home while he's being investigated. But if you go out there and commit a crime, the same thing that police officer did, they're going to put you in jail. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to pay bail, to post bail, and you're going to have to do all sorts of things, man. But a police officer gets paid to go home. And then we expect these guys to act according, like to adhere to their own policy of conduct. They are not following standard operational procedures. They're not following any SOPs. So they get rewarded for doing bad things, man. They get to stay at home with their family with pay. It's insane. They need to stop paying people that are being investigated.
With that being said, I'd like to segue to another issue that happened recently online. I'm not really sure, but I hope all of you guys know DJ Academics. So
fool again.
Yeah, DJ Academics recently got he got invited into Clubhouse. Clubhouse is basically a social media app. You get in by getting an invite, and then you can join these random rooms, some of them with people you know, some of them with people you don't know, and have a lot of healthy conversations in there. It's a really good app. You should download it and hopefully get an invite and enjoy. But recently Academics was in a room with a few known, artists and media people, mainly Meek Millie. I know all of you guys know Meek Millie and 21 Savage, Nadeska.
Meek Mill.
Yeah. Travis, I think Trav. Yeah, so they were really on to him about all these posts that he had on his Instagram, YouTube, like the way he would post stuff, and saying that he was basically the main cause of, the violence or the killings that were going on. And that shit didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense at all. Like, for example, Meek was saying that he posted a picture of him with guys with guns around him when he was on probation.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like, Meek Millie posted the picture on his Instagram, and all Academics did was take it and repost it on his site.
And he got in shit for it.
He's like, you're gonna lead the police to come arrest me. Like, dude, you put the picture on your Instagram. What did you expect? You know what I mean?
I mean, the whole situation, these black rappers in the U.S., because I don't see white rappers getting killed. They don't kill each other. These guys glorify killing each other. And it beats the purpose. Like, we lost Pop Smoke. Dude was just getting up, like he was just coming up, man. He was just starting to get his money right. They took him out. They took Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
And he was about to rebuild his entire community back in Crenshaw. And they got, who's this guy kid that got killed recently?
King Von.
King Von.
Yeah. It's funny because they're telling him to stop reposting the shit, but they continue.
They posted themselves.
Yeah, but also in their songs, they continue to, sing
glorify.
Sing about, killing people or
all this criminal activity.
Shooting up somebody's block, you know what I mean?
It's insane, man.
They come to Academics and tell them, you can't be posting all this negative and violent shit on your page or on your YouTube. You're just instigating and you're putting more fuel to the fire, this and that. I'm like, dude, I mean, we're gonna you guys, it has to start from the rappers and what they make and what they decide to put out, right?
Yeah, they have to understand the role they play in the community. And if you, I don't, there's this, a lot of these, what they call O Block in Chicago, where Chief Keef comes from.
Oh yeah.
And man, a whole lot of problems happen in that place. The glorification of murdering each other is beyond, man. They're just turning each other into martyrs for no goddamn reasons. No reasons. And I don't understand. There's like, nobody's like, the slave mentality of taking one of your own is still being manifested heavily into the American community. And I would like that to change, man. I would like these guys to make the money and enjoy. And another thing, man, if you make money and you grew up in those type of neighborhoods, get the hell out of there, bro. Just get the fuck out of that area. Just go somewhere else, man. Like, your life is not like the whole portrayal of being a tough guy and all that stuff in your own hood. No, get out of there, man. Find another beautiful place. Come to Vancouver. Go to Toronto. Even Toronto now is not safe, man. A lot of these kids are killing each other. It's like the new All Black is moved to Toronto. It's insane. It's insane. Have you seen Drake? How Drake moves out here? He moves like a militant.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I hope they do. I hope if they genuinely want to change, you should basically start with the rappers, like, and what they decide to put out. If they want to better America, basically they need to start changing their content. But if they don't, then I mean, the shit is gonna keep on going for a while. But yeah, that's it on that. With that being said, I'd like to wrap this first episode out, and we have 2 stocks of the day, because I know most of you guys are saving money, so I'm gonna give you 2 stocks that you should be putting your money in, and trust me, you won't lose money. So one of the stocks that I would recommend is Coca-Cola. You should definitely put your money in Coca-Cola. If you're not doing it already, you should. And the other one that you should be putting your money in is...
And Fiverr. I know these 2 places are the biggest things that one of the biggest performers of this year. And I'm not sure if each and every one of you know what Fiverr is. Fiverr is a platform that allows you to find people to do work for you, and you just pay them to do whatever you want them to do. And it has escrow arrangements, so you're not going to lose your money. Nobody's going to run away with your money. It's called Fiverr. Fiverr.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We hope you have a wonderful day. We're going to be having episodes every week. Peace out.